Life is precious. We're often told that life is short, but it is in fact the longest thing each living being will ever have to experience. Eventually, all lives come to an end. It is at this point in time where death care services are needed.
Everyone needs this one day also, and then everyone go through this difficult time. So as a funeral director, we must comfort, do our best for them. If nobody wants to do this, who's going to serve all these families and those who pass on?
Funeral director, embalmer, pallbearer, and jaws paper maker. These are some of the taboo jobs that people shun. While many Singaporeans aspire to work in a white-collar job, employees in the death care industry work tirelessly to provide the best care in preparing the deceased for their last journey. We paid a visit to 38 Sin Min Drive to find out more about the lives of these people.
Yeah, I'm a funeral director of Holy Land Cascade. My job scope is to handle all funerals from the start to the end, to guide families through their difficult times.
I am the embalmer here. When we receive the body, we check first the name of the deceased. Then after we check, we put in the embalming table and take out everything. Then dress bed the dead body. Then start the preparation of embalming already.
Okay, the pallbearer is, we go to the hospital and collect the body and send back to embalming. Then embalming finish, we will send the body go back to the family side, then to help him to set up the funeral. Yes.
Superstition plays a huge role in the taboo about death in Singapore, and matters related to death are to be avoided at all costs, as it is seen as inauspicious. The Chinese consider it bad luck to give clocks, as the Mandarin translation, 送钟, sounds the same as the term used for paying one's last respect in the same language.
People associate dead people or like zombies, which is inauspicious for one person, maybe for the luck, and also the life of a person. Then for my mother, because she's a Buddhist, so if somebody passed on, is something inauspicious, which will affect my life too. Like my friends and family, they usually encourage me not to go and look at the dead bodies because of the last breath of the spirit, or maybe the facial expression of the person, which will not be good for my luck as well as my overall life. As well as funeral day, not touching the coffin, because coffin is it's not an auspicious thing to touch also, or to play with, or to set up with, which usually people associate with dead, then zombies, mummies, etc.
To many, death might be a taboo, but for Justin and his team, death is a part and parcel of their daily lives. What exactly goes on behind the scenes in the death care industry?
First is the certifying of death, which will get a doctor to certify death. Then follow up, myself will bring the family down to the nearest police post or police center to do the death cert. And then my guys will come in, the pallbearers will come in to bring the body. The embalmer is another job scope to do of a funeral. Then moving on will be the booking of either the parlours or the HDB void deck, or some in their own private house. Jaws paper is also part of our service, which they need. We believe all these are for the afterlife, a gift from the family to them. Then, so they have already suffered so long in this human world. So for the afterlife, usually family will give them the best, the largest house, the biggest gold and silver mountain, more servants, larger cars. Some even have condos, swimming pool.
Mr. Santos is one of the 20 certified embalmers in Singapore and is considered a veteran with over 30 years of experience under his belt.
Before, I'm hesitant in this kind of job, but later on, since I'm doing always every time, I'm like normal only. The time is when I finish my secondary school. I supposed to go for college. Then we don't have money. Then my sister asked me to favor if I want to learn embalming. Then I try lah. After that, and later on, I love this kind of job.
Justin had a different motivation for entering the death care industry. Under the guidance of his aunt, Justin joined the family business and had to learn the ropes from scratch.
Oh, actually I started out this industry with my aunt. I follow her as a pallbearer. Then I find it interesting because to me it's more on hospitality and services for the families lah. Then when I come for funeral, I serve families too. So for myself, I think I'm those kind who likes to serve families and then to comfort them and ensure that everything goes well during their difficult times. First is the customs and the tradition of the different dialects, especially maybe Taoism. Taoism, every dialect, there's different custom and different prayer, rites and rituals to do, which I was very grey to it because I'm still young. Then I have to learn from the old folks.
When you're doing the post-mortem, it's quite difficult because the body is open. Then the chemicals you can smell it. That's why. For now, at this moment, they like embalming because they said they make money. But actually, is the difficult one because embalming, your responsibility is very high. Once the dead body, the disease, spoil the embalming, how can you explain to the family? It's different compared to the people who's talking about taking order, whatever. It's different. No matter how good you provide to the family, whatever that you're talking to them, you provide them services, but your embalming is no good, so the family will complain. That's the last one only they can see that their loved ones.
The first time I work, I is little bit scared. Then I work long time. Then used to it already. How to say you must work this line. You also must have a brave and go and take this challenge. Sometimes we go and collect the body. We saw the body is a little bit bara one, too awful one. Then we no choice. We also need to collect the body back to the embalming room. Yes.
Oh, first for my mother was making noise because she's quite so-called pantang, or it's an inauspicious job to do, as well as my friends. A few of them are shunned away from me because like I post photos maybe on Instagram, Facebook about funerals. Yeah, then they find it very disturbing and not very nice also.
Okay, first time I work this line, my family is objection. I work this line, objection. Then I slowly then I tell my family, this is a professional line. Will don't anyhow think about things lah. That is. Yes.
For the embalmer is like low class. They don't like because you're dealing with a dead body. They feel that your work is dirty. But now it's different. It's changing already.
Justin, Alvin, and Mr. Santos may have faced judgments from others in the past, but now there is a shift in perception towards the death care industry. People are becoming more open-minded towards what they do.
Yeah, actually the funeral job or the funeral industry job is just a typical, usual job that we have in the service line or hospitality line in hotels or anywhere we work at.
Death is not the opposite of life but a part of it, just like how death is a daily part of Justin, Alvin, and Mr. Santos' lives. Taboos exist in every society, and perhaps it is time for us to take a step back and question whether jobs in the death care industry are really as taboo as they seem.